Today we are going to talk about love languages. Nita, what are the five love languages?
This book is written by Gary Chapman on five love languages. So it's not defined by me. So for deeper understanding, I would recommend go and read the book. So the first love language that is mentioned is called the words of affirmation. So these are the people who feel loved if you talk to them positively, if you inspire them in your conversation, if you give them compliment, and if you appreciate them. Now, these are the people, they are not very good with criticism because their love language is words of affirmation. So when they hear negative words, it hit them deeper. The second love language is gifting. Now, there are people who will keep expressing their love through gifts, and the gifts does not have to be a very big gala gift. They pass through a bakery and they feel that, oh, this is his favorite cake, or they see a small keyring and they say, oh, this will suit her a lot, and they see so every small thing, sometimes a flower, sometimes a keyring, sometimes a book, sometimes big gestures also. So these are the people, they feel the thought behind that goes behind buying a gift is what makes them feel loved. And so whenever they receive something, they feel loved. The third love language is quality time. It's about losing all gadgets and losing everything and sitting and speaking to each other, really sharing and listening to each other. And these people, when they don't get time with their partner, it hits them differently and they start feeling that the love is dying because we are not getting time with each other. The fourth love language is physical touch. Now, these are the people, they feel loved when they are in love. They want to be hugged. They want to hold hands, and they really need constant physical touch. And if they don't have physical touch for a long time, they start feeling distant and unloved in the relationship. Fifth one is the act of service. Now, these are the people, they always take care of you. For them, caring is love. So if they are around you, they will cook for you, they will take care of you, they will voluntarily always offer help, they will come forward and do things for you, and they are constantly caring for you. And if they are not cared for, if they feel you don't care for them, they start feeling unloved. Now, it's like if one of them is your language and the other one is somebody else's, it can almost feel like one is speaking Chinese and one is speaking English, you know? So it's like in Chinese, if somebody is telling me I love you, I will never know that they are telling I love you. And so it's like that different. Somebody whose language is act of service, and if their partner's love language is gifting, they will find their partner very materialistic. Oh, he's very materialistic, he's always into buying gifts and giving gifts and receiving gifts. And but the it's not materialistic, it's their love language, and it just having this basic knowledge can really help couple come together.
Many of the people doesn't even know that concept like this even exists.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So I want to ask from your end that do love languages really work or they're just trend?
Of course, love languages work. And yes, you're right. There are a lot of people, they are not aware about it. We all have a way that if love is expressed that way, we feel loved. We all have that. First love language that is mentioned is called the words of affirmation. Those people feel loved when somebody appreciates them. And that's a definite love language. And if you don't know about it, and if you are somebody who is critical of people and you end up criticizing these people, how much ever you love them, you will definitely lose these people.
When love languages doesn't match in a relationship, then what happened?
Let's make this very clear. The knowledge of love language is only useful when there is an intention behind. Like, we are very clear, this is for those couples who really love each other, who want to express love, they want to fulfill their partner, and when they don't know about each other's love language. So when somebody's love language is touch and they need a lot of hugs and cuddles and holding hands, and if their partner is somebody who does not like to touch at all, But I don't think it's a deal breaker where there is intention or where there is willingness. Even when you don't know love language, but if you are interested in your partner, if you're willing to love them and make them feel loved, then you start noticing what makes them happy, what brings a smile to them, what calms them down, what is something that they need when they are upset. So these are the small little things you will start observing, and then you start doing, and that's nothing but speaking their love language. Now,
Correct.
why do you think that partners does not feel loved even when they try everything? Why do you think then that happens?
One reason is definitely, I think that some of the people do it because they think that it is a compulsion to do it. Like
Uh-huh.
giving
Yeah.
flowers, because on internet everybody is giving, so I should also give it, right?
Right.
But I think intention is missing. And even
Hmm.
when the intention is there, I think that you also have to understand that what your partner needs. And people
Right.
always say that love your partner in their love language, not your
Right.
own love language.
Right.
So I think it is more of like understanding the needs of your partner and then
Yes.
loving them the way they want it, not in the way you want it.
Now, do you really feel that not understanding the love languages of can break the marriage, and can actually understanding the love languages can save the marriage?
I think so because in so many clients we have seen that when one partner genuinely puts an effort to understand others' love language, it really
Right.
works well. Because at the end
Yes.
of the day, I always feel that in case of both the partners, it is very important for the people to feel validated.
Right.
And
Right.
when you do something for them which they really like, I think the sense of validation comes in, and when
Hmm.
sense of validation comes in, it really puts up the charm in their relationship. They really like it. I've seen a lot of couples after understanding love language, they say that he has never given me flowers in 20 years of marriage,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
when he has given me, now I feel like that okay, we are back in our old relationship.
Yes, yes. And that's
So
the magic of love language. Like, sometimes couples say, I'm doing so much for her. And she still says that I don't feel loved and you don't love me. And because you are not doing that one thing that really means love to her. And that's the magic that love language can bring.
I have an interesting question, Suchita, from you. Touch or gifts? Which language builds deeper connection?
I think your partner's love language makes the deeper connection. It does not matter which one. See, actually, when any couple is in love, in the start of the relationship, all the five love languages is present. They are giving compliments to each other, they touch each other way more. They also look at buying gifts and making their birthday specials or anniversary specials. They are also a lot into taking care of each other. So all the love languages are present in the initial stages of the relationship or marriage, and then slowly people start sinking into their love language. And so if we are aware, if people are aware about the love languages, then they can make a little conscious effort. If my partner's primary and secondary love language is not matching mine, then how can I give them love in the way they will feel loved? So, what will cause a deeper connection is your partner's love language.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So, how do you think one can speak partner's love language without losing themselves, or without even, sometimes people feel, oh, if I keep speaking her or his love language, what about the way I feel loved? So, how can couples handle that?
I think that I always say that love has no limits. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And when there are no limits, then do all five of them, no? Two
Uh-huh.
must be yours, three must be hers. And if you do all of them, you will not lose yourself also it will also include her love languages, and by this method I don't think so you will lose out on yourself, but yes, you will make sure and it will be an extra effort to understand your partner.
So I will say you are hopelessly romantic. But coming from a little practical world and being from the coaching world, I would say that couples should make an effort to have a clear communication, speak to each other, like really sharing with your partner that what makes me feel loved, like sometimes you may or may not know love languages. Keep that aside, and that's okay. But when the person is doing something for you and that really felt so good today, so you need to communicate and say that when you do this, it really makes me feel so loved. And that is and also in return ask, when was the last time you felt loved and what did I do to make you feel loved? And just these conversations can help you understand your partner better and also help you make the partner understand you better. And in that case, if both are willing, again, the point is very clear here. It is not that we can create willingness in people through love languages. Love languages is a enhancing tool for the people who really love each other and really want to make it up to their partner. So, having this conversation can help you understand each other. And if both of you try to speak in each other's language, then you will never lose yourself. It's about giving in their language and getting in your language.
Hmm. But I also want to know from the coach perspective here. Okay. So mostly I ask this question to my clients as well, that are you giving love the way you want or the way they need? So when it comes to the coach perspective, what is the right way?
By default, every human being will give love in the language they feel loved. Because it's like if suppose my language is physical touch, then like when I want to express love to my partner, the default, not just my partner, anybody, my default way will be go and hug them. If they are crying or they are low, I will go and hug them. If they did a good job, I will probably pat my son and hug him. So it's just very natural to give love in your language. This is human. Now it needs a level of consciousness to know what makes your partner loved and then consciously speaking that language. So by default, we all know human beings will speak their language. But having said that, I also want to tell you consistency of any kind of expression wins over any love language. Like, um, my mom's love language is act of service, and she is so consistent with it. Like, I probably for 40 years, I am seeing her as long as she's around, she takes care of everything. Now, when that consistency, even if I'm not getting love in my love language, I cannot deny that love. I definitely feel my mom loves me, you know. So I feel even if you don't know your partner's love language, whatever language you speak, if you are very consistent in expressing love, then it will reach the partner. What are the hidden conflicts mismatched love language can cause?
Okay. So I always say, no matter what, how much we train people, although we always train people to be
Yeah,
independent of, but I think one or the other, some percentage of expectations people have from each other, like in case of
right.
partners, right?
Yeah,
And when the conflicts happen, mostly that they want something in their way. So for an
right.
example, one person want that he should care about me, he should
Yeah,
really care about me, but the other person comes and he will come and he will give a lot many gifts, but he say,
yeah,
okay, this is my way, but I says,
yeah,
no, I don't need gifts, I need
yeah,
care.
yeah,
So mismatch things are definitely because their expectations and their language, the language of seeking love is
Yes,
very different.
yes,
So I think these are the major things, but also they always keep on thinking that my partner does not understand me. That constant thoughts
yes.
which keeps on triggering up. And
Yeah.
once it triggers, no matter what, how good they are behaving in other things, they will also trigger the other conflicts as well. But I want to know this perspective from your end, Suchita, that in your experience, what do you think that what are the hidden conflicts which are there?
See, I feel it hurts more when one is not in a great state of mind. See, when you are in a normal state of mind, you're feeling fine, you're feeling great, then whatever way your partner is expressing love, you will feel some percent of love definitely. It doesn't matter so much. But let's say uh, when my dad passed away, you know, that's the time I'm not in a condition to understand anything. I'm already going through a very low phase. Let's say when people lose, they get a pink slip at their work. And if their work has been very important in their life, let's say somebody had a major health issue and they are bedridden or they are in home arrest for 6 months. Now, any such times, or even when women are going through menopause or perimenopause, um, any such things when people are not in a great state of mind, those are the time this mismatched love languages feel really huge because you need it's easy to feel loved when somebody is expressing it in your language, and that's the time you really need to feel loved and cared for. And so such places I feel it can really bring out a big challenge. So now tell me, are you speaking their love language or just your own language?
I would say when it comes to me as a person, I would
Mhm.
definitely prefer putting up my partner's love language first and then
Mhm.
me because, anyhow, like you said, that I am a person who's too much in love. So when somebody is in love, they want to do each and everything for the other person, right?
Yeah.
But again, having said that, that it is very important of not forgetting you. So you should keep on doing all the five love languages so that it goes well when it comes to you.
But does it look like too much of an effort, or is your partner and your language same?
No, my partners and my language is not at all same, but I would say that when you love somebody, I don't think so you count on efforts.
Hmm, that's amazing.
So whatever come up from your end, you just do it with all your heart, and this is where the unconditional love comes in. The concept of unconditional loves come from that only, that when you go around you just forget and you just be in that moment, and then doesn't like don't count what you're going to do and what how much you're doing.
Well,
So
what I would add to this is that if you are dating or if you are going to see somebody for marriage, it would be a great idea to know your partner's love language. If their primary and secondary language, one of them at least matches your primary or secondary, you guys are going to have a long lasting love in your marriage or relationship very effortlessly. But if you are already married and in relationship, then communicating about each other's love language and then making a little effort to speak that language is going to make a huge difference. And I think from a coaching experience and through the years of knowing, I can say this that when a woman does not feel loved, she's very loud. So the men who complain that my wife nags a lot, shouts a lot, and fights a lot and is very loud, please know that your wife is constantly feeling unloved. So a woman who's feeling unloved will always be loud. So how do you know as a man if your partner is feeling loved or not? If it's a woman, then see that how loud they are, and second, if a man is feeling distant or is always saying yes to avoid conflicts and spending more time at work and away from you, and the man is not making any initiative for physical intimacy, you know that he's not feeling loved. If a man is feeling loved, he would want physical intimacy. It is very evident. And if a woman is feeling loved, she will talk to you a lot. We women love to connect with our partners, and the way we connect is through conversation. So, this is the way probably a man and woman can know if their partner is feeling loved. So, what do you think when one realizes that there is something my partner may not be feeling loved? What can they do to fix this?
Okay, I think one best thing is communication. It is very
Hmm.
important to spend time with your partner. So I think clear communication that what is happening in the marriages. Most of the times it happens, people generally go in the silent zones and they
Huh.
stop discussing that what is hampering them. And
Right,
it's a very common scenario that people say, and I've seen a lot of couples saying this कि इसका तो ऐसे ही चलता है,
right, right.
right? But they don't understand that if she's nagging or he's nagging on a certain point, what is the reason behind it?
What is
What
the
is
reason
that?
behind? Yeah,
What is that thing which is triggering their behavior in certain manner?
yeah,
And what you are doing in terms of triggering that behavior.
right. And like when you know that your partner is like shouting and it just, it's a difficult conversation because the moment a woman is shouting and yelling and getting upset so frequently, men shut down. Instead, if that man can notice that, okay, suddenly why she's doing so chit and she's always like in that irritated mode and all that, then go and sit next to her and ask that, is that something bothering you? What are you feeling? You know, and really asking, as a ritual, if couples can have this conversation weekly, do you feel loved? Did you feel loved last week? It will help you understand. And I'm just saying, I'm not talking about your kind of couple who is madly in love and then but after a few years of relationship, when you say couples are 10 years, 15 years, 20 years into the marriage or relationship, you got to ask, did you feel heard last week? Did you feel loved last week? Did I do something that hurt you? Did I do something that felt disrespected? Now, these are the conversations. If you have a weekly ritual of asking each other, I think you will keep making sure, you can keep making sure you know that your partner is feeling loved in the relationship or not. And if they are not, you can put that back.
I totally agree. And as a coach, I always suggest and to the people that you should always follow emotional check-ins, which
Yes.
means that
Yes.
and emotional check-ins should be there in your case, but in terms of partnership as well.
Yes.
People are very cautious, very conscious about their emotions, how they are
Yeah.
feeling,
Yeah.
but they don't check in with their partner. So emotional check-ins, it's like it should be there in your schedule, I would say that
Right.
go and
Yes.
check.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That weekly ones you need to check. And I also want to add to this that every time I check with myself that I'm not feeling good, I'm not feeling happy, please don't think that it is your partner because of whom you're not feeling well. I always believe in self work. So if I'm not feeling good, I need to check myself. Is like, is there an imbalance in my life? Is it that I'm not sleeping well? Have I been very stressed about work or something? Is there a deficiency that's going on in my body? Because woman body goes through so many different phases. Is there something deficiency going on? Is there is a hormonal cycle that because of nothing happened in my life, nothing, no root conversations, no fights, but I'm still feeling very low. So really first check in for yourself that why I'm feeling and can I deal with this myself? Because it's not always that your partner is making you feel miserable or making you feel unloved. You just start projecting every anger, upset on the partner, and then the fights start. So first step of that is like check in with yourself, and if you can deal with yourself and what is the real reason, and then definitely check in for your partner, because I will not say that your partner is responsible for your emotional well-being. You are. So always go with self-work. Can love survive even if it's not spoken, right? Like, is love louder or the love language is louder?
I say yes, love can survive, but it will only survive then. It's like you are in middle of the sea and
Uh-huh.
you're driving down, but and you have a boat to help
Yeah.
you out, but it doesn't guarantee that you will reach the shore.
Uh-huh.
So it's like I would say yes, love will survive in a way, but there's a difference between love and love together with happiness, love together with prosperity. Everything has to be there, and in order to complete that, I think that it is very important to speak the language as well. It's what do you say about it, Suchita?
See, I feel for ages people have not known love languages. So love do survive. I just feel consistently express love will always ace the game. So if you love somebody and you make sure consistently express, and consistently when you express, you will observe if something is missing, you will observe something is bringing smile to them, you will do that more automatically. If something is making them upset, you will do that lesser. And so, even if you don't know love language, love definitely can not only survive, can thrive. But knowing the love language makes it easier to make your partner feel loved.
And one thing which really makes me curious, Suchita, that what if love language was never understood?
Yeah, I mean, I think we, at least I come from the generation where love language or any of these terminologies that people are talking about today was just not existing. But when people were committed and they were very sure that we are going to stick around, there is no concept of separation, divorce, or any of that. Once married, like you, only your dead body goes out of that house. So when you have that concept very clear and when you are genuinely committed, you figure out ways to make it up to each other. It's not that every long term couple have only sticked around because of the society. People have sticked around, and through their ups and downs, all those couples have at great times also, and some not so great times also. So it's not that every long term couple has been sad. The old couples have been had it way more easier sometimes, I would say, because one was very ready to accept that this is my role and this is my partner's role. And so roles were so clearly, there was a clear division. Sometimes it was easier as long as, you love what you do and you are happy doing that.
And do love languages change over the period of time?
No, I think the basic love language will always remain. You will see that when somebody starts speaking your love language, you feel way more connected. So if you feel way more connected with a stranger, please sometimes check. Maybe they're just speaking my language and that's why I'm feeling connected. So then don't flow with it. It's a stranger. Do you think, if have you experienced this ever, that you feel more connected with those friends and those people who have similar love language as compared to people who don't speak your love language?
Definitely, I think in our language, in our generation, we say that my vibe matches with the other
Ah,
person.
yes, yes.
So I think that that's the vibe. Like,
Yeah,
okay, my love
that's the
language,
way.
your love language is the same, and this is what. Yes, love languages definitely affect your friendships as well, and you tend to attract those people only because with them you feel good. And
Yes.
love languages is all about feeling good.
Yeah. Yeah. And then every human being needs to feel loved. And it just gets easier when you know each other's love language. Thank you.
Thank you so much.